Good morning, traders. It is May 22nd, 2020. You're here with the also with Trader Boys. Let's get this going. I'm going to do a pre-market trading overview here. On the screen here, we have the S&P futures. The S&P futures have just turned positive. So we're looking at a 15-minute time frame here. The last 15 minutes, this is yesterday's close right here. We've just popped above that. So right now the markets are up about 4.5 points. So in these type of markets today, it's absolutely nothing. You can see the Nasdaq's just gone negative here. The Dow is up 32, and the Russell futures are the strongest. So the Russell being the leading index to the markets here are showing strength. Right? So if we kind of come down here, we got Apple. Apple's slightly negative, down 29 cents at this point in time. Amazon's having another strong move to the upside. I believe Amazon's probably at all-time highs. We'll take a look at that in just a minute. Netflix is strong, and we got Microsoft down slightly, down 0.27%. Okay. Down here we got oil. Oil is retreating today, down $1.41, and gold is currently on the move. So gold is currently moving to the upside. Let's kind of hone in on gold here real quick. Here is the gold market. I gave it on the 15-minute time frame. Here's yesterday closing the dotted line at the bottom here. We just have come down. We came down to this little area here, and we had some consolidation here. Equilibrium between supply and demand, and the market's obviously there's more buyers and sellers. There's unfilled buyers left here. Market did drop down, hit this price area, and reversed pretty hard. So gold looks like we're on the kind of the move to the north side here. On the daily chart, we've been going sideways for several days. So yesterday we had a kind of a down day here. Right now we're coming in. We've got the bullish Harami developing in this area here. Obviously a long time of the trading day left in the day. A lot of time left in the trading day. So we'll see kind of the development there. But you can see here gold's been going sideways for some time. Let's come out to the monthly chart real quick on gold. Let's take a look. On the futures contract, we are climbing to the north side as we should in these current conditions. So more money is flowing to gold right now, and rightfully so. So here's what's interesting is as the markets climb and go to the upside, so is gold. So we've got money moving to the equity market, stock market, as well as the gold market here. And you're probably going to see a little bit more of this happen as the markets climb higher here. You really can't expect this market to keep going higher from this point. It needs to drop, and needs to drop significantly. So over the coming weeks here, just stay tuned. Every morning, come in, traderboys.com, check out the pre-market overview, and you'll know exactly what's going to be happening for that day ahead. So let's come in and let's take a look at the SPY and the action happening on the SPY right now. So the SPY, let's start with the daily chart. Actually, we'll start with 2-hour time frame. On the 2-hour time frame here, we have overhead supply. So we have a supply area coming right in here. You get the sideways consolidation here, equilibrium, and a significant drop away. And this is where the market came up and hit the unfilled sell orders, come back down, up into the unfilled sell orders, back down, and we're in this area again. So this is where we're currently trading into, and we're going to go open somewhere in this area today. Opening that supply level does give us the probability markets will drop today. Markets are pushing up a little bit on news this morning based on the doctor coming out and saying we're getting closer to a vaccine. We're going to hear this all the time. And it really doesn't change a great deal, but that is what's pushing the markets up here. Right? If we look at the oil markets, oil is currently dropping, and oil is dropping based on news, and it's the news of oil has dropped, and there's the news of the tensions between the U.S. and China. Right? And we're going to hear more and more developments of these tensions. Right? So that's the news-driven event right there. You can see right here, this is our consolidation area. This is our equilibrium. Right? Markets moved up. So markets went up because there's no more sell orders in the markets. This right here is the demand level that this reacted from. Right? So coming in, hitting that little demand level right in there is what made the market pop. Right at the bottom there. So right now we're going to have supply in here around the $34 mark. So we get to $33.50 to $34 is where we're going to have some supply in the oil markets. So we should see in the early part of next week, right, this will be retreating. So you got to remember the futures markets, commodity markets start trading at 6 p.m. Sunday evening. And so we can start to see whether the market's going to open based on that. So on the daily time frame here, I've had many days to the upside. It would be very healthy for oil to retrace for several days. And oil can retrace all the way back down in the 2650 area here. That would be the demand level where the unfilled buy orders are. You can see we're currently in supply. Right? We get the sideward movement over here. We came up, we tested that once, we dropped away. Significant amount of supply here. Right back into that price area again. Right, so to get a retracement down to 26, 27 area here, that would be absolutely ideal. This would be a great area to jump on board oil. A phenomenal area to get on board oil, and then look for the move further north. As the economy is going to open up, we're going to see an increase in demand on oil, and as that happens, oil prices will rise. The earlier comment of the market needs to contract, markets contract, economy contracts, right? Demand on oil will decrease, which means the price of oil will also decrease. Let's take a quick look at Apple, and let's see start with the daily time frame here on Apple. Apple is currently up into this area here. We have a little supply level in this area here, and that is giving us some headwinds here. So the same price area just a few weeks ago, markets did come up into here, retrace back down to the 13 period moving average, coming right back into the supply area once again. Right, so if the markets retrace here, expect Apple to retrace. Right, so the S&P 500 is going to control what Apple does. Right? Fundamentals on Apple really don't matter. Right? What matters is supply and demand on the markets. Right? Being the S&P 500 to control stocks. So here, right, we're coming up. We got the downward pressure. We expect that to follow through. Right? Obviously, it's clear as day that Apple is in a uptrend. Right? Uptrend. That would be a lower trend line coming in here. So expect a retracement back down to 13 period moving average into the lower trend line. And there is also a little bit of demand here with the gap up. And so you can hone into a small time frame to kind of identify exactly where that is. Apple's looking considerably strong now. If we break the trend line and break below this candle low, the pivot low of this candle low, I expect a retracement back down into this area here where we get unfilled buy orders waiting to accumulate Apple around the 285 mark. And this is looking at long term. This is your swing trades in the trades for 2 to 10 days. This is great for the investors and what you can do in a TFSA or a IRA. We can take a look at Amazon this morning and kind of see where Amazon is at today and what's going on. Amazon, we're just above our close of yesterday. Right? You can see we're in a slight uptrend here. We're above the 1320 50 period moving average. Amazon ideally, and this is going to take a lot to happen, is the demand level for Amazon is all the way down here at 2044. 2044 would be a phenomenal area to accumulate Amazon. With the current shutdown of the global economies, obviously people are going to be shopping online. This is what demand is coming in for Amazon. This is what's going to keep Amazon rising. If we look at the longer term time frame on Amazon, it has absolutely skyrocketed, and it is way up there for good reason. Longer term view, as the economy contracts, spending less will contract Amazon, and Amazon prices will fall, and it will fall significantly. So there's a phenomenal opportunity here. It is not time yet to look for that downfall. Here's a quick morning update. I'm Dale Sugg with Trader Boys. Come and see me every morning. We'll be throwing these out there every single day to give you guidance on what you should do, where you should do it, and how you should do it in the markets.